In the aftermath of 9/11 and the rise of global terrorism, Dr. Amir Hussain's Muslims in the Making of America, 2016, tackles two dominant stereotypes that follow Muslims wherever they go. The first is the portrayal of all Muslims as violent extremists intent on destroying the American way of life. The second is the widespread misconception that Islam is a new religion in the United States. Hussain, an American scholar, argues that Muslims have been integral to the creation and development of American culture. He asserts that there has never been a time in history when America existed without Muslims. Hussain traces the history of Islam in America, highlighting the significant cultural contributions Muslims have made to American society. His focus includes broader cultural elements, as well as music and sports, key areas where Muslim influence is evident. Although Muslims are often seen as having had little impact on early American ideals, history reveals otherwise. Scholars of religious studies have recognized the contributions of Muslims in shaping the United States, and there is compelling evidence of their influence throughout early American development. This evidence is found in government documents, newspapers, personal papers, books, and presidential diaries. From the colonial era to the founding principles of the Constitution, through the slave trade, early presidencies, the Civil War, and into the present day, Muslims have been a constant presence and influence in America. The places, events, people, and documents discussed in Muslims in the Making of America represent only a fraction of a much richer and deeper history. Hussain provides a more complete understanding of the nation's true story, one that unmistakably includes Muslims. This inclusion is one of the key elements that makes America a genuine melting pot. The first documented Muslims in the U.S. were slaves brought by Spanish conquistadors. The transatlantic slave trade followed, with estimates suggesting that 10% of slaves from West Africa were Muslim. Among them was Job ben Solomon, who was brought to Annapolis in 1730, as noted by Hussain. Muslims also immigrated from the Ottoman Empire, and the first mosque in America was likely established in Biddeford, Maine, in 1915 by Albanians who had come to work in a textile mill. At times, Muslims were specifically recruited and brought to America for labor, a point Hussain highlights, noting that they were, in fact, invited here. Hussain dispels the myth that Muslims are part of a recent wave of immigrants to the U.S., demonstrating how early Muslim communities grew among both white and African American populations. The civil rights movement, particularly through figures like Malcolm X, is also tied to the rise of Islam in America. Hussain brings a unique perspective by focusing on Muslim individuals rather than on Islam as a religion, emphasizing people over doctrine. This approach helps to counter the spread of misinformation in the media. The later chapters of the book spotlight key individuals in sports, music, and culture who identify as Americans, with Muhammad Ali being the most renowned. Hussain also devotes a section to Muslim contributions to music, especially hip-hop and jazz, and touches on Muslim influence in other areas, including art, politics, architecture, and even the military. These diverse contributions unite Americans and nurture broader communities. The history of our nation is rich with multiple religions, ethnicities, and cultures, a history often left untold. With this book, Hussain aims to bring that hidden history to light by sharing numerous stories of connection. Dr. Amir Hussain is a scholar of religion, specializing in the study of Islam at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. Born in Pakistan and raised in Canada, he later moved to the United States. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.